Okay, just got out of work, got me a beer, kicking back, and I thought I'd make a video, something I was thinking about at work today. Something I knew that would give me a lot of crap, going to give me a lot of headaches as far as comments go. And I'm like, I just got to make this anyway. And it's women during shit hit the fan. And like I say, people are going to get pissed off, but I'm just trying to help. I'm giving you my honest opinion. Right, there's going to be women out there that are tough. Tougher than some guys, yes. Are a majority of women going to be tougher than your average guy? No. Or I guess tough is not the word, but, stronger, physically stronger. Right? No. There'll be some women out there that can overpower some men. But for the most part, most men can overpower most women. Right? That's why you have women's sports and men's sports. Right? Olympic teams. You don't have men playing men. You have, look at Olympics, right? Women runners with women runners. Male with male. Right? There's a reason they do that. And typically guys are going to be physically stronger. That's just the way it is. So, what can you do here? You got to use that. Right? Use that, that generalization there. Which I would say is mostly correct. But if you remember Katrina, and again, I'm saying this, I don't care so much as hurting women's feelings. I'm trying to prevent women from being physically hurt. Okay? But if you remember Hurricane Katrina, there were a lot of girls and women raped. They said a few days in the aftermath, you can hear women yelling, "Get him off me, get him out of me." You think those sick bastards cared? If they got the girl pregnant, did they care? You think they went, check for STDs before they go out there and do that shit? They don't care. Talking about just thugs, who knows? Every disease there is out there. So, you want to try to blend in, Try to make yourself look like a man, basically. Try to dress like a man, right? Glasses, a cap, either cut your hair or hide it really well if you have long hair. But if you look at what happened to these poor women in Katrina, right? It can probably be avoided from happening again if you were to take just certain simple steps. No makeup, of course. Try to hide your physical features that give you away. Wear jackets or something. I don't know. And you could a vest. I don't know. You can go if you have a husband, go in the closet and look in there and see what he has. Hey, if something happens, I'm putting this on. Wear boots, even if they're a little big for you. Try to blend in, because people in general see a man as more of a threat, right? And that's the way it is. Basically, what would you fear more? If you're a guy out there, would you fear fist fighting a woman if you don't have to hold back, or fist fighting a guy? You don't hold back, right? I'd be worried about that guy. He's going to be able to throw a punch as hard as I can. A woman, well, yeah, she's going to be able to hurt me, but odds are I can overpower her, right? There's times where, you see women fighting, you have to hold them down, or, you try to hold your buddy off somebody else from fighting. Well, I'll tell you, when I've held back my lady friends, easier than hold back my guy friends. Motherfucker try to punch you too. But anyway, just, that's just the way it is. Guys would be more of a physical threat. So you want to try to use that that generalization. That's why they call it manpower, when you see the size of numbers, you think in terms of manpower. There's a reason for that. Use that generalization to your advantage, right? If somebody, there's like let's say 2-3 thugs out there, and they see a man, a woman, and a couple kids. Well, they're going to target the husband, or the man, I mean, and then they go after the wife. But if there's 2 or 3 thugs out there that see, they just overlook and they see 2 guys, they think there's a woman dressed like a guy, so they just think there's 2 men there. Well then, hey, they got to deal with 2 guys instead of 1. They may pass them by, right? Now, of course, if you have a firearm, you can take care of that. But let's just say you don't, right? Let's just say you have it concealed or something. And besides that, I mean, generally people figure that men are better shots. Actually, women pick up faster on handguns than men, but, you know, most people don't know that. Just go with what people generalize, right? You got to use your head. That's the most important weapon. That's the ultimate weapon right there, your mind, man. So if you can use that against them, generalizations, you'd be better off. Another thing to think about, shit hits the fan, is hygiene. Of course, women are going to have different needs, right? You have to worry about infections more. And even if you like read Hygiene and magazines, stuff like that, I always say you don't go into the country, you know, that time of the month. Some animals can, you know, sniff you out. They'll find. Well, I guess, you know, I mean, a bear has better nose than a bloodhound. I mean, those things, man, they smell blood. They don't know what it is. They just know, hey, look, there's something there, and they're bigger than most things, so they can shred you. They figure when they get there, they'll shred it up. I mean, they just know blood. They figure a wounded animal, and they're gonna go eat it. That's it, right? So I'll leave links in the description bar to stuff I think might help you. I'm not an expert on this, and, you know, thank God that's not issues I have to worry about personally, but, you know, wife and sister, I still have to, it's my concern. Anyway. And then, let's talk about prostitution here. A lot of people think that if shit hits the fan, you know, women are going to have to resort back to the oldest profession of all. And I don't want that to happen. There's women that will do things, well, people will do things in general that they would not do in normal conditions. If you're hungry, you know, you're starving, you're scared, you're desperate, well, then you do desperate things. Women need to be self-sufficient. That's another reason women should learn to prep. If you have a husband, help him. Or if you're a single mom, it's even more important. You're a single woman, you know, you better do this so you don't have to rely on a man. And if you're a single mom, then you definitely better do this, because you're going to have kids that are going to be hungry and scared looking to you. Right? And, I mean, let's say women were to resort to prostitution. Man, that's got to be dangerous now. You don't know who the hell you're getting in the car with, or going up to the hotel with, or whatever you know. You don't know who that is, and you got some pimp to protect you. I mean, you might, I guess, you might not. I don't know. It depends on who they are, I guess. But that's pretty dangerous work right now. Now imagine rule without law, or without rule of law. I mean, that's just like, you can't imagine how dangerous that'd be. If those of you who've been to poor countries, man, they have prostitutes everywhere, right? And if you look back at mining camps and, you know, when they were building the railroad, these families there, they expected the wives or daughters to prostitute themselves out to feed the family. Desperate times call for desperate measures. You don't want to be that desperate. You need to try to do what you can now to prevent that. Prevent being a victim, prevent medical issues, and prevent having to use your body for food to sustain your body. Right? Another thing, pregnancy. Right? Before modern medicine, you risked your life big time delivering a baby. Childbirth was very dangerous. So if there's some sort of collapse for a while, and you have to give birth during that time, you're risking your life. So you want to plan ahead, ways to prevent that now, right? Because that's very dangerous too. In many ways, women would have it harder, much harder, during shit hit the fan scenario than men. I don't envy women, but I do hope that they prepare and they're not relying on somebody else or resort to desperate acts or become a victim of sick bastards out there. Because they're going to be sick bastards out there. They're out there right now. But without anybody to keep them in line, no police force, no phone calls, then, it's going to be a whole different world. Anyway, hopefully this gets y'all thinking and helps y'all prepare yourself. Again, for your own good that I say this. Not to hurt your feelings, but to prevent you from being hurt.